that the level of integration between our economies goes both ways across the border, that we are receiving essential supplies from the United States, but the United States also receives essential supplies and products and indeed healthcare professionals from Canada every single day. I think of the thousands of nurses, for example, who cross the bridge in Windsor to work in the Detroit medical system every single day. These are things that Americans rely on. And it would be a mistake to create blockages or reduce the amount of back and forth trade of essential goods and services, including medical goods, across our border. That is the point we're making very clearly to the American administration right now.
And a follow-up, Melanie?
Yesterday, Mr. Trudeau, you needed to do a follow-up with Washington regarding the medical material that were not coming into Canada. What did you find out about this? And also, to the question you didn't answer, will Canada retaliate by refusing to send material to the Americans if we're sending some already? We will always try to continue trade, open trade, and essential trade with the United States. We depend, both of us depend on the trade of goods and essential services on both sides of the border, and we will work to make sure that this continues to be possible. And we will encourage in those hard times this to continue. We will always do follow-up on the preoccupations regarding deliveries, but we are confident right now that we will continue to get what we need.
Thank you. Next question, operator.
Thank you. Merci. Next question, Tonda McCharles, Toronto Star. Line open.
Tonda, you might be on mute.
Yeah, I am. Sorry. Thanks for taking the question. Can you clarify? Last night, this order came from Trump to 3M company to cease their exports to Canada, and you've talked about how valuable it is. But have you, since then, put in a call to the president? Do you have one planned today? And you said it would be a mistake, but it's a done deal, is it not?
3M has indicated that it understands how important it is to continue with delivering on orders to places like Canada, because there is much trade that goes back and forth in essential services, and it could end up hurting Americans as much as it hurts anybody else. That is the point that we are making very directly and have been making for many days now to various levels of the American administration, and that message is getting through.
3M indicated it would be a mistake to limit, including this morning.
As a follow-up, sir, you didn't indicate whether you have or will speak to the president today, but I'd like to understand from your perspective just how big a gap this leaves Canada's supplies of these crucial medical masks.
We continue to be confident that we're going to receive the necessary equipment. We understand that there are pressures across our healthcare systems in various regions on the dwindling supplies. That's why we are working so hard to ensure that we get the right supplies to them in the right amount of time. We've seen a number of Canadian companies stepping up their productions, which will be flowing soon. We're also receiving more shipments from places around the world. We will do everything we can to ensure that no part of Canada goes without essential supplies in facing this pandemic.